Hey guys, so today I'm going to cover the newest addition to the Dev Diary series, which covers the technology behind the amazing buildings of ashes. We're introduced to Devin Lafontaine, a senior environment artist. He goes on to tell us a bit about his role. He's focused on natural environments, so terrains, trees, paths. He delves into a bit about lighting, technical processes that they do in the background to support the art team. They use something known as the housing tool to create lifelike buildings in ashes. Delvin tells us that it was originally used just to create houses quite quickly and to work really well. However, in Apocalypse, they saw a few ways that could have improved the way the buildings are set up. Like some MMORPGs like WoW as an example, there are different architecture that represent different races such as dwarves and elves. With ashes, they needed to make many buildings for representing each of their 9 races. Stephen touches on this as each node, depending on the race that contributes the most, will display that race's architecture. As we know, there'll be 103 nodes at launch, so it's very likely we'll see all 9 race architecture throughout the world at one time. David goes on to say that one of the first things that the housing tool had to do was be performant to render out a lot of buildings quite easily. It had to be manageable by the art team and the artists building the pieces that comprise a finished building. It just had to be easy for anyone on the team to use. The housing tool is used for most of the development for when it comes to creating buildings, houses, etc. It even mentions there still need to be one-offs and custom created assets to represent the central building of a node as an example. That's most of everything covered, so what's my take on it? Not many MMORPG developers do a whole behind the scenes and how everything's made. That's good because it separates them from the masses really. And to be honest, it's really for anyone, even like from my standpoint or a casual player standpoint, it's really interesting to see how they do everything behind the scenes, like what assets they use, multimedia, how long it takes, is the software they're using, they created their own, or did they do a few other things with it? It's just good to know in general really. I'm hoping that the next Dev Diary is a little bit sooner than on the very last day of the month.